Well, thank you and for coming along for this sit and chat and craft. Today what I'm going to be doing is the second challenge from Roxy Creation, which is painting. I have always wanted to paint. I've always wanted to learn to paint, and so I'm going to give it a try. Now, I did one last night. You can sort of see the painting here that I did, and then I covered it up, and this one will get a piece of writing paper in here and put in a journal this way. So I have my water, and I'm going to start with just some circles, and I'll color them in here. I hope that the mic is picking up my voice better. This is the iPad, the earphones with the speaker in it that you use for the telephone, so I can only hope that it will do what it's supposed to do here and help. I was watching somebody recently who said that circles are very soothing, so I thought I would do a bunch of circles here. They're easy to start with. I liked what Roxy did with her when she made the papers. Don't know if I'm quite there yet. I enjoy the watercoloring and watching Shada Campbell from Prince Edward Island work on watercolors. I'm working with acrylics here today. But the idea of being able to, I would have always wanted to be able to sketch what I see in nature. And again, somebody recently that I was following said that if it's something you've always wanted to do, then it's something you should do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I like odd numbers. Alright, so I wonder about doing just some dots. And these will get covered up. I'm not liking the dots, but because I've started them, I'm going to continue them. Alright, so let's do the other side here. And then I'm going to add some white to it, I think. So we did have some reprieve from the heat here, but we are back to being very, very warm, which is not pleasant. At the thrift store today, I've started assisting the woman who manages the books. Things have just gotten away, and they needed extra set of hands, so sorting through books today. And it's interesting the things that people read. Nothing was old, and nothing was really interesting from a junk journal's perspective. It was just the things that people read in the age of books. And alright, so make these a little darker. Let's see, what does that look like? Yep, I like that. From a balanced perspective. And now I'm going to add a little bit of white. this might all just get covered up, so I don't know. But I'm doing it. Because Roxy made it a challenge. Maybe it was Roxy who said this, Rachel from Roxy Creation, that if you want to do something, you should do it. Alright. I'm liking that one. So I'm going to set it aside to dry. And then the next one I'm going to do is going to be, so these are just two pieces of book page that I've sewn together. So this one I'm going to do yellow, sunflower. And you see white is opaque until you add, it's translucent, pardon me, until you add white to it. I learned that in an art class that I took. So I will add some white to it. I wanted to participate in the Junk Journal July challenge, and time has just gotten away on me. And the first prompt is welcome, and I have always found sunflowers to be very welcoming, so I thought that I would maybe one day just set aside some time and do all the pages that I've missed. And use this as the prompt, this tag. I really got that loaded, which is fine. I was sending out Happy Mail today, and it was like a centimeter too wide to go through the regular post, and so went from being $9 to $20, and the postmistress kept saying, well, you know, you should take it home and redo it. And I said, no, just send it. Just send it. If the Happy Mail, the person who's getting the Happy Mail, if we'd gone out for coffee, I would have spent more than $20 on coffee and tea, so I don't see that that's a hardship. So now what I want to do is I want to add a little bit of brown to this, because I want it to, these ones I want to be in behind it. I really should let it dry. All of my art journal, all of my artist friends will be saying, Marjorie, you should have let that dry. And they're right. This is really looking messy. But where there's a will, there's a way, right? Alright, so I'm going to I'm not going for realism, just kind of, I don't know. It's going to be a base, so. Maybe I'll pull out some Artemis of sunflower ephemera. Oh great, now I got too dirty. I should have started with a new one. Alright, so let's wonder if I can just push the bottom into that and make my centers for my sunflower. I think so. So I sent my first journal, not my first journal, but the first journal that I'm prepared to see if it sells, off to a friend who is going to list it on her Etsy. It's the day book, the fairy day book one. We'll see. I don't do it to make money off of, I do it because I like it. Alright, so there's that, and now I'm going to add just a little bit of yellow. The devil is in the details. Alright, so there's one. And then the other one is here. So let's see what we can do with this one. Now Bob Blass says, hold your brush by the end. All right, Mr. Blast, I will hold my brush by the end. Oops. And if I don't like what I'm doing, it will just get covered up. It will, it will. I ordered a project book from my girlfriend Darlene, and she's using some of Took's beautiful papers on it. I am so excited. It will be amazing. They are two of my favorite artists. I'll link them below in the description so you can, if you don't know them, you can follow them. hope this string from the mic isn't getting in the way. If it is, I might be doing this whole thing again. They really don't look like much at this point, do they? Now what did I do? I went in with yellow and white. Don't talk much when I'm concentrating. Sorry about that. Yippers. So we're going to go for pedicures tomorrow, I guess it is, yeah. Which is nice. For me, it'll be the first time in a couple of years. Well, since COVID. And Paul, since our last lockdown. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so that will go like that and like that. Alright, so I'm going to shut you off while they dry and then we'll come back. Well, welcome back. So they're dry now and I can work on them. But the best part I didn't show you, and I am going to apologize ahead of time. So I channeled some Artemis while I was waiting for it to dry. I had that paint left on the side, on the palette, so I used my thumb. It's still wet, you can still see it, but I used my thumb and I made some dots and some X's, and that was a lot of fun. So the next thing I did is I just made swirls and swirls and swirls, and I like that. And I think I'm going to spread some coffee, mist some coffee over that to get rid of all of the white and see how that looks like. And then this one I just love. I took the yellow and I made squiggly lines, and then I got, let me see if I can get it out. I have some of this wedding netting, and I just took it and smushed it on there like this with different colors until I'd used all the paint. And I think it is amazing. So I had fun doing those. So now back to the real stuff, which is making these tags. So I'm hoping, oh, there goes that. I don't know if it's going to show up or not. I've got myself tied up here so you don't, and that's not going to work. So if you see my mic cord, I'm going to apologize now. There's nothing I can do about it. It's either hear me and see the cord or not see me. So I'm going to turn it over first off, and I'm going to glue paper to the back side of this tag. I didn't have any Artemis sunflower printed off, so I'm going to continue working with Toux papers. And with all the fans going, my paper is just flying all over the place. Now, at our crafting group, people were saying that this Oohoo glue lets go after a while. So I went back through some of my journals that are, well, at least 6 years old, where I used Oohoo, and it hasn't let go. I wonder if I press hard enough. I don't know. So now they have me worried that all of the journals and gifts that I've given away, I've stuck people with things that's going to come off. So I will add some more stitching to this when it's done to make sure it stays down. I do press a lot. Alright, so let's put the creases back in it. Alright, so it's going to be this way. It's going to open like that. Alright, so I guess I have to decide what I'm going to put on the outside of this. So I found out what was going on with my printer when I was printing the tissue paper. Actually, the tissue paper might be a good thing to use here. Is my the heat thing that lasers it onto the paper is acting up every once in a while. So I went over it with my iron, and it was fine. So until my son-in-law comes over and fixes me up, I guess I am printing and ironing at the same time. I like to iron, so that's not a hardship for me either. Yeah. If it's not one thing, it's another, isn't it? Now I want this to now, my tendency is to glue stuff down right away and then regret that I glued it down. So I'm going to paper clip, if I can find another paper clip, and I can't. So I want something white behind that, I think. Or white-ish. This is my jar of snippets that are already made up. Don't know if any of those will look good in here. Nope, I don't like any of those. So just give me a minute. I'm going to go get some doily. I almost always have doily with me, but I didn't today, so. I think that's only one. Okay. I might not be any good at this. This might just be a total bust. I don't mind that. Okay. And then maybe a butterfly. Oh, I like that. That's it. I think this is My Porch Prints. There. One of her butterflies. If it's not, it's one of Took's. I can never remember who does what. They both put the edge around it so that if you had a circuit machine, you could use it. I wonder if I should put a I have jars up over my head that I use. Those are from AliExpress. I'm not really thrilled with them. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. Let me see about one of these. Sorry for fussy cutting, having to do it right here. This is probably going to go way longer than I thought. Maybe I'll only get this blue one done. Yeah. People are right. A label does everything. So we got Toque, we've got My Porch Prints, and now we've got Tracy Fox here. On the right way, Marjorie. Alright, so down on this one here, I thought I would add that, and I might still, but I think I'm going to use this flower here. Whoops. Okay. If that's where you want to rip, then that's where you can rip from. And I have my doily here. Yep. Have it coming out this way. And another butterfly maybe. Okay. And another label. I'm involved in a signature swap, and this swap is for summer, so if I keep this label summery, yes, then I can use it in my swap. We're doing signatures. I've already told you how much I enjoy, and I'm going to make a journal out of my signatures. Okay. And then on the inside, I think I'm just going to add a large fussy cut flower. I printed these on envelope paper. I just like to make sure they stick. All right. And this side will get glued down onto the page, so I don't mind that. I guess I'm going to leave it so that it has time to grow on me, otherwise I'll just keep adding to it and eventually I won't like it. So we won't add anything more to it. Oh, I love this pin. Yep. That's it. Now I just need to tone down this white a little bit. All right. Now I am going to cut some of that rose off. I need to get to the craft store and get some more of my art glitter glue. I guess I'll put a label on that too. I'm going to go look for one of Took's. That's going to fall right on the fold. That wasn't very good planning. So, there is the fold. So I'm going to place this just below, well, we'll see. I'll leave it on there and we'll see if it folds or whether I've just ruined this. All right, and that's not down. And again, I will stitch around this. Gonna have to add more. Let that dry, I think. So there, we've got the one that we painted with turquoise and blue, and then the pink butterflies. Oh, I guess that's going to be all right. I'll glue that down some more. The writing page, and it gets folded and glued onto a piece of paper like this. And now we'll do this one. Again, I'm going to add a piece of paper on the inside. This is my coffee dyed paper. I need to actually make some more of that. So what do I want to put on here? Sorry it's so quiet today, I just don't know. This is one of Took's. Beauty is not caused, it is. Well, this is one of Tracy Fox's. Sometimes our light goes out but is blown into flames by another human being. I actually like that. Alright, where was this other one? Alright, those are the two I'm going to choose. Put those back in my jar. And I think we'll look for a butterfly. I got these in Happy Mail. Looking for a yellow, so this is one. No, it's too big. Let's see how those look. This is My Porch Prints. I really enjoy fussing cutting at night, but not on camera. So how is everyone today? I didn't ask. I'm in a kind of funky mood. I'm just tired. Paul doesn't do well in the heat like this, so. Alright, I think that's what it's going to be. I just need to get it down on the paper, or I will spend forever on a Monday just futzing with it, which is not good for me or you. We had peanut butter and tomato. Yes, before you start saying, oh, that's gross. Peanut butter and tomato, it's so good together. Peanut butter and tomato sandwiches for lunch. And we ate them outside. And we take our tablet out, and We're watching the British detective gently. It's pretty good. So that was nice. And we have a little red fox that runs through our neighborhood. I have no idea. We have an abundance of rabbits, so I would imagine. Oh, I like that. We have an abundance of rabbits, so that I would imagine that's why we've got a little red fox who likes to hang out in the neighborhood. He would enjoy the rabbits. He would. All right. Yep. I will probably reinforce the hinges on the two that I just finished as I did here with some lace, just to make sure that they don't rip over time. It's old book page and I really don't want it to give up on the person who will receive it. I really don't. So we're starting to have church services outside, which is nice. Soon, very soon, we'll get back to having potluck dinners and all of the things we love and appreciate about the world, but not just yet. Okay, so there. Whoops, I've got to put something on the inside of this. Now, in that flower box, it's either this one or the other one. I have some sunflowers. It's this one. This is all well, it's not sunflower, but it'll work. Just 1 minute. Might be in the other one. Aha! Here it is here. That's what I want. So I take my ink and ink the edges up. you to everyone, the new subscribers. I'm quite surprised actually by that. Wait a minute, have I done this wrong? No. All right, good. Huh, that would be like me, wouldn't it? Put it on the wrong way. All right, so I'm just going to grab another little label. That's a Tracy Fox B label. There's that one there. I like it. I like the quote, "Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience." This is a Toux, I believe. And instead of a butterfly, I wonder if I could find a bee. No, probably not. I'm cutting out some bees, but I doubt that I'll find one really fast. There. That one will do just fine. And again, it's a My Porch print. So as in the other ones, I will... oh, and sorry about the last one. I didn't actually show you the finished products because I uploaded the draft video, not the finished video. Things that you learn, eh? There we go. So, there we have it. My, whoops. Okay, so that folds there. All right, that I should have checked before I did all this, but I think it's fine. So there's that one, and then there's this one. So this one opens up like that for a writing space, and this one opens up like this with a writing space. And here was the one that I did as a prototype the other night, and I'll add paper to that. So thank you very much. Oh, and don't forget, don't throw your paints out if you follow along. These are beautiful. I'll use those in something, that's for sure. So thank you very much and have a great day.